Shifting focus now to battleground Tamil Nadu. Elections are around the corner and things are heating up. As per sources, Congress is set to meet to discuss its poll strategy for the upcoming assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. In fact, the Congress unit the Tamil Nadu unit of the Congress party has said that it will be meeting along with its several key leaders. All MLAs and MPs as well as senior leaders would be meeting for a pre-poll huddle to discuss their strategy. And as per sources, the Congress leaders have demanded for power-sharing agreements with a minimum of 6 ministers that are likely to be discussed in this meeting. So essentially, what should be the power-sharing arrangements for the Congress party and whom should it ally with is what it will be discussing in its key huddle. And in fact, ties or potential alliance with TVK may also be discussed in the meeting. Remember, TVK is essentially, and it's a new political outfit by actor Vijay. The X factor in the upcoming elections will be TVK, and the Congress party may discuss a potential pre-poll alliance with TVK for the upcoming elections. I'm going to try and connect with my colleague Vijay Gopal Muralidharan. But before that, let's tell you that the party will also discuss its alliance with DMK. Remember that the discussion about the DMK alliance comes amidst rumors of a rift between the two sides. Shifting focus now to another controversy that's coming to light. The Sabrimala temple has come into the spotlight yet again, this time for allegations that funds of over 35 lakhs were actually siphoned off from the sale of the temple's ghee. Following the directive of the Kerala High Court, the Kerala Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Bureau has registered a case with the Chief Minister and coming under heavy fire. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is now under intense scrutiny because of these repeated instances that are coming to light. The Kerala BJP chief, which is Rajiv Chandrasekhar, has made very important and very significant allegations that the ghee scam reveals the extent of the LDF government's corruption, saying that corruption is so deep-rooted that they did not even spare temples and their resources. And in fact, let's play out that soundbite for you.
Ghee scam, the prasadam scam in Sabrimala, these are all signs and symptoms of a larger, deeper-rooted political culture of corruption, which is not even sparing Hindu temples.
The Kerala High Court has ordered an inquiry into the misappropriation of fund with regard to the ghee collection in Sabrimala. Now, this is the latest allegation that has come, where High Court has found that the complaint that has been submitted by the vigilance, there is misappropriation of ghee to the tune of rupees 35 lakhs. In fact, a contractor has been enabled who makes these ghee into packets of 100 ml, which is sold for 100 rupees. Now, as per the High Court's order that has come forward, the documents reveal that between November 17th and December 15th and December 26th and January 2nd, 35 lakh rupees was stolen. In fact, the total number of ghee which was there, around 13,000 packets of ghee, the amount was not recovered. It was not submitted back for the audit, and that has led to a suspension of one of the Travancore Devasam Board employee. Apart from that, another packet of around 22,000 packets details are also sketchy. So essentially around 35 lakhs is said to be missing from the treasury. The High Court has come out very strongly against the Travancore Devasam Board for the laxity and has ordered a serious probe in this matter and also asked to constitute a team of the same.
Turning attention now to yet another setback for tainted High Court Judge Justice Verma. The Supreme Court has dismissed his petition against the parliamentary panel probing corruption charges against him and challenging the Lok Sabha Speaker's decision to admit a motion seeking his removal. The top court bench, that's headed by Justice Dipankar Datta, rejected the petition, allowing the parliamentary committee to proceed with its probe. The Supreme Court has decided to examine the petition filed by Justice Verma assailing the action of the Lok Sabha Speaker to unilaterally constitute a committee under the Judges Inquiry Act to investigate him. Justice Verma, in fact, was represented by senior advocate Mukul Rothki, who said that the constitution of the committee under Section 32 of the 1968 Act violated both his right to be treated and protected equally by the law. However, today the Supreme Court delivered its verdict on that plea, saying that a joint committee for probe, as he had requested, will not be possible. Turning attention now to another important story coming in, which is the IMF, which has signalled a possible upward revision in India's growth forecast, calling the country a key growth economic engine for the global economy. IMF spokesperson has said that India's growth for FY26 was projected at 6.6%, driven by strong domestic consumption, and that third quarter is essentially the penultimate quarter of the financial year, has come in stronger than expected, making an upgrade very likely. The IMF's remarks have now sparked a sharp political response. The BJP says the IMF's praise rebuts Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's economic claims, accusing him of maligning India's growth story on global platforms, even as there are upgrades happening for India's growth.
India is a key growth engine for the world. India's growth in 2025, when we did our Article 4 staff report, we had estimated growth for fiscal year 25-26 at 6.6%, which is based on strong consumption growth. What we have seen since then is that the third quarter growth in India came out stronger than expected, and that puts that makes it likely that we will be upgrading our forecast going forward.
Rahul Gandhi is a serial liar. He's a Pinocchio of modern day politics, and he has been fact-checked now by IMF. Rahul Gandhi had said Indian economy is dead. He was trumpeteering a claim that was not based on fact. And he went to Berlin and said India's manufacturing is also dead. Now IMF has come out and said that India is a strong pillar of the global growth engine. In fact, they have said that their projection of 6.6% GDP growth rate for India has been exceeded, and that is India's strong performance. Gone are the days of policy paralysis under Manmohan Singh, and today, under Prime Minister Modi, India's economy is live and kicking.
More news coming in on the broadcast, shifting focus now to the Kapoor versus Kapoor saga that's playing out in courts, where there was a plea that was filed, a petition filed by Priya Kapoor, the third wife of Sanjay Kapoor, asking that the details of the divorce settlement between Karishma Kapoor and Sanjay Kapoor should be made public. And the Supreme Court has responded to it, saying it's a frivolous plea. I'm going to connect with my colleague Nupur Dogra, who tracks courts very closely for us. But this was an attempt which the court says was aimed to just dig out personal information from, and in fact that's what Karishma Kapoor has told the Supreme Court as well. The Priya Kapoor plea is frivolous and it aims to dig out personal information, is what Karishma Kapoor has told the Supreme Court, and her lawyers are opposing this plea. Now, viewers, what really happened was that the 30,000 crore rupee inheritance case is being disputed by all parties, and Priya Kapoor, the third wife of Sanjay Kapoor, said that she wants that the divorce settlement terms between Karishma Kapoor and Sanjay Kapoor should be made public. And to that effect, she filed a plea in Supreme Court. That is being contested by Karishma Kapoor and her lawyers, who are saying this is nothing but an attempt to dig out personal information. And Karishma Kapoor's lawyers have opposed this plea in Supreme Court. Supreme Court has asked Karishma Kapoor to put her objections on record in the next fortnight. No notice has been issued yet. That's the important part. No notice has been issued yet. Nupur Dogra joins us to give us the very latest in terms of what is the court's commentary coming in on this story. Nupur, over to you. Help us understand what really happens next and the court's commentary coming in.
Well, Gauri, first of all, today's hearing was held in closed chambers, and it was basically Priya's case that she needs the documents, the proceedings that had happened back in 2016 for her case in Delhi High Court, and she had in fact sought all the details. Remember, the 2016 divorce proceedings between Sanjay and Karishma were also in closed chambers. But today, Karishma's lawyers have vehemently opposed this demand, saying that this is in fact a frivolous petition, and they have several objections. And what Priya is seeking to fight her case in Delhi High Court. That is already attached in the petitions moved by the children, Kian and Samaira. They say that everything that is needed for that case is attached. That is the divorce decree, and the consent terms are already attached in the document submitted in the Delhi High Court. This, they are saying, is an attempt to seek access to personal details of family court and what had transpired back then in 2016, and that's why they have opposed this prayer by Priya Kapoor. Now Supreme Court noting that there is no that today was in fact the first hearing and there was several objections raised by Karishma Kapoor, has given 2 weeks time to Karishma Kapoor to file her objections on record. For now, no notice has been issued by the Supreme Court on this petition yet. It will first hear out the objections raised by Karishma Kapoor, because remember, this is a private matter. This relates.
Nupur, this is a case that's all about washing dirty linen in public, isn't it? I mean, of course, there are malafide intentions on both sides, and that's how this case is being played out.
Yes, of course, Gauri, we can put it like that, because coming straight till the Supreme Court seeking proceedings of 2016, saying that it would be required for the further proceedings in Delhi High Court, but at the same time, when the other side is claiming that the required documents, that is the decree and the consent agreed back then in 2016 between Karishma and Sanjay, are already in public space. Whatever is needed is already out in public space and was widely reported back then by media. So why is Priya seeking all these details, which in fact includes arguments that happened, which includes transcriptions, proceedings? So that's what Karishma is objecting to right now in Supreme Court.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. Nupur, this story is far from over. This saga, this family saga, is unlikely to end anytime soon. 30,000 crore rupees of inheritance is really at stake. Thanks much, Nupur, for breaking that down for us. The second wife, the former second wife, is contesting with the present third wife, along with the mother and the children from the second wife. There are a lot of parts to this, and this is a story that is going to play out in courts for some time. We're going to keep track of that. But on that note, viewers, completely timed out on this edition of the news. We're slipping into a very short break. Up ahead, my colleague Padmaja Joshi takes over and gets you all the big stories, including Battleground BMC.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's leading AI smartphone brand. Motorola Edge 70, India's only ultra-thin phone with 3x50 MP cameras. Grab Motorola Edge 70 today.
यहाँ से जाना ही होगा।
There is no bigger battle in 2026. And nobody has reported Bengal like I have. Buckle up for an unforgettable election thriller. Will the BJP breach Mamta's fortress?
BMC जावे, BJP आसपे.
Can Didi fight off her life's biggest challenge?
BJP double engine সরকার এই লড়াই বাঁচতে হবে.
Battleground Bengal with Manogya Loiwal.
The front lines of Kargil. The fury of Operation Sindhu.
So many attacks.
The chaos and cries of disaster zones. To fighter jet cockpits. And the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live. Unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Centre.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area. North Ukraine. In France. In Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. Only on NDTV.
NDTV Golf Pro-Am in partnership with PGTI returns for its much-awaited second leg. This time from the breathtaking Boulder Hills Golf and Country Club in Hyderabad. India's finest professional golfers meet Hyderabad's top corporate leaders for a day of precision, camaraderie and spirited competition on pristine fairways. Watch at these times.
Every winter, the World Economic Forum at Davos becomes the world's thinking room, where power, policy and purpose converge, where the future is examined and reimagined. In January 2026, NDTV will be at the heart of this conversation. NDTV Ignite at Davos, this January on the NDTV network.
21 days in Kashmir. People have bombarded me, friends, with requests for an unfiltered list of things I saw and observed on the ground. Very special ground report from the line of control. There were some children who've lost limbs in the shelling. They are now India's smallest but possibly the most powerful crime family. Cough syrup has killed at least 25 children. Gaikwad sahab, aise mat kijiye. Suddenly people are wondering about the weaponization of India-Pakistan cricket. We live and breathe elections. You will not believe your eyes or ears when I show you what I'm about to. And for a country that has fought so many wars in the mountains and at high altitude, we're standing on the Indian Navy's newest warship. The line of control, Shiv Arur, NDTV. Across the country.
He has tracked the pulse of power from Washington to Korea. Witnessed history being made in global capitals and conflict zones. Brought clarity to complex issues of national security and international affairs. Aditya Raj Kaul, covering international affairs like no one else. Only on NDTV network.
Mahayuti takes lead in high-stakes BMC polls, stunning dismissal of BMC Badshahs. Thackeray's face an existential crisis. Bhau Shinde Jodi all set to roll into BMC. Massive lead for the BJP in Pune, as no impact felt on ground of the reunion of the two Pawar factions. NCP factions united in party stronghold but failed to stop the BJP juggernaut. Full-blown politics over washable ink in Maharashtra Civic Polls. Rahul Gandhi rains fire on Election Commission, says poll body gaslighting citizens. BJP hits back, says Rahul Gandhi has already accepted defeat. The Kapoor versus Kapoor saga escalates. Karishma Kapoor tells the top court that Priya Kapoor's plea seeking details of her divorce with Sanjay Kapoor is frivolous. Priya and Karishma Kapoor's family in heated legal battle over Sanjay Kapoor's 30,000 crore rupee inheritance. And it's a big setback for Justice Verma. Supreme Court junks Justice Verma's plea against impeachment proceedings, says he's not entitled to any relief. breaking news coming in on Battleground BMC after the verdict, which has been a bumper day for BJP. In a short while from now, Devendra Fadnavis is all set to give his reaction to the victory, which marks the triple engine sarkar for the BJP. The BJP at the centre, BJP at the state, and BJP in BMC, breaking into the bastion of the Thackerays, breaking into the fortress that was the stronghold of the Thackeраys for the last 30 years. The man of the moment is set to speak on the big win for the BJP, the triple engine sarkar of the BJP, the victory of which rests on the shoulders of Devendra Fadnavis. But it's not just the BMC. There are 28 other municipal corporation elections where the BJP has done very well, including in Pune, where they bettered their tally of last time, and also, in fact, ensured that despite the reunion of the Pawar brothers in Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad, BJP's electoral juggernaut continued. And that is the kind of victory that Devendra Fadnavis has brought for the BJP. A man from Nagpur, another municipal corporation where BJP has actually done record numbers. Man for a corporator from Nagpur started with humble beginnings, and he said that on NDTV's Power Play that he's a sunk person who had no backing, so to say, and no backdrop in terms of politics, and he has come and become a very key influencer for the BJP in getting these numbers for BJP in Maharashtra. Man of the moment, Devendra Fadnavis, all set to speak anytime now. Viewers, if you're tuning in right now to NDTV's rolling coverage of the big BMC elections, what you see at the bottom of your screen is the story. Mahayuti safely crossing the 114 mark. BJP crossing the Mahayuti, crossing the 114 mark very comfortably right now and set to install its mayor in BMC. Let's get in Ankit Tyagi, my colleague who's joining me live on the broadcast to talk more on this story. Ankit, very soon we're going to have Devendra Fadnavis speak, the man of the moment, who will be speaking about the kind of electoral gains and wins that have come under his leadership for the BJP in Maharashtra.
What a moment it is for Devendra Fadnavis. All the posters here have been saying Deva Bhau, and he has completely established himself as the numero uno, the Neta number one of Maharashtra. Pan acceptance now with BMC also coming. And let's not forget the kind of performance that they have posted, across all the other municipalities as well. I want to very quickly, because you are talking about Devendra Fadnavis, he's expected to come to that very stage in a short while from now. The one that you see behind me, this is the BJP office. And since morning, there was a cautious celebratory mode here. But now, once they have crossed the 414 mark with the BJP close to 100, just short of 100 at 98, 99 is what they're hovering around. There is, of course, their Karyakartas which have started coming. So from posters now being put up in Mumbai, and this is a historic moment for them because the fact remains that this is the first time in 25 years that the BJP is going to have its own mayor. I can't show you, but I can hear some firecrackers being bursted all across. You will see the flags of the Bharatiya Janata Party fluttering. Flower arrangement has also been done. Ashwini will show you inside. This floral arrangement has been done that you are seeing. So as we speak, the office is still being decked up. I mean, there are people there, those who are in fact still putting those flowers and the other flags and other in fact material of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Karyakartas have started trickling in. It is expected that Devendra Fadnavis, along with the central the state president, some cabinet ministers will be here. That will be the stage from where he will be speaking. This is a big moment for the BJP, and it is, of course, a very big moment for him personally, as it establishes himself, as I've been saying, as the most important Neta. Massive media presence here as well. But let's, for a moment, in fact, just zoom out of this celebration from Mumbai and also understand that how important this election has been. While we have been focusing on Thackeray versus Devendra Fadnavis, and let me add this with about 172 I beg your pardon, 72 that the Thackeray brothers have been able to get together from the United Shiv Sena, which fought in the last BMC election, got 84. They still have been able to hold some ground as far as the Marathi Manus is concerned. But there is another dynasty that needs to be spoken about. That's Rana Pawars losing their stronghold, coming together in Pune, in Pimpri Chinchwad.
Indeed, Ankit.
That it completely changes the dynamics, not only for the alliances, but for these political parties and leaders as well, Gauri.
Indeed, Ankit. This is a day of discussing those permutation and combinations, what happens next. And just taking on from what you said about the numbers, very important in terms of what happened in 2017. And it's a completely different landscape now. You have two factions of NCP, two factions of Shiv Sena, but the numbers are extremely important. And you know, you mentioned that what it was for the BJP, they are now at their highest tally ever than what they were earlier. They've bettered that. As far as the Shiv Sena is concerned, the number we have is 28. That is, of course, the Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena. And add to it the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena, which is at 74. And then you have MNS at 7, which did exactly what it did last time around also. 7 was their number last time. But NCP, Congress and others, the decimation of these three columns is the story of consolidation of the votes in favor of Mahayuti, Ankit. And that, I think, is really going to have the larger long-term impact on Maharashtra's political landscape. Consolidation of even the Marathi votes, the non-Marathi votes, all of them firmly behind the Mahayuti.
I agree, and let me also add to what you're saying. It's important, that you bring it up. The dominance of the BJP is complete. They are the most dominant party right now in Maharashtra. You would see that even the strong factions or the bastions of the regional players are completely getting decimated, whether it's the Pawars. Mumbai, to a certain extent, the Marathi Manus has still backed Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction. Eknath Shinde, not that much. They are at 28, 29. It would have been, if they would have got 40, 50, then you can say that there has been a decisive shift. They have been able to, what Eknath Shinde has been able to do, they have been able to hold off the further gains that Uddhav Thackeray could have made. In that aspect, it is important. But the Congress, which used to be a dominant party in Mumbai, standing at the place that they are standing, it also tells you that the days of that dominance are not only over, but it is also time to once again go back and recalibrate as far as this entire drawing board is concerned. While at least the Marathi Manus backed, Uddhav Thackeray to a certain extent, what is the vote bank that the Congress is hoping for? Even with the minority vote bank, it's there are some 35 odd seats where they have in dominance, or at least in an influential position. Even in those seats, you've not been able to decisively win. That brings the Congress party once again into the question whether you should have fought this election in an alliance. Going against the alliance, not with the alliance, has not only harmed your prospects, but has also harmed any chance of a surprise that this election could have sprung up.
Absolutely. And speaking of Eknath Shinde, before I get in Saurabh Gupta, I want to quickly tell our viewers about how things look like in Thane, which is the stronghold, the Gad of Eknath Shinde, where out of 43, his Shiv Sena has 24. The BJP has 5. This is playing out as was expected, because as I said, Thane is essentially the stronghold of Eknath Shinde. Saurabh Gupta also with us along with Anuj. Saurabh, to you next. Celebrations happening at the BJP office. What is happening at the Matoshri?
Well, I'm at the Shiv Sena Bhavan now, and of course Anil Desai, the senior Shiv Sena UBT leader, has arrived. So, 74 seats as of now, but obviously not making it to the halfway mark, but still retaining some sort of base. Is that your analysis?
Still results are awaited. Still countings are on in most of the seats. And these are the trends which have been shown. And as the final results are coming, to see, I mean, wherever our expectations were there, our candidates have done well.
But can we see a magic in that? Because in 2017 also it had happened that earlier trends showed that Shiv Sena is going down, and all of a sudden after 3 p.m.
Yeah, it may, because now majority of this side, after western side getting over, western suburbs, now this side is opening up. I mean, some kind of miracle. ट्रेन्स आहेत, सुरू आहेत आणि या बाजूचे म्हणजे दक्षिण मध्य मुंबई वगैरे इथून ईस्टर्न पट्टा बाकी आहे. तर त्या याचे जसजसे निकाल येतील नंबर्स हे वाढत जातील आणि आम्हाला अपेक्षा चांगलं.
Alliance partners numbers are not increasing. That is cause of concern for Shiv Sena because their numbers are stuck in the single digit.
Yeah, they will also have a good number. Because these are the areas, I mean, where majority of the candidates from that side.
Last question, did the Congress decision to go alone in hindsight now a mistake, and has it helped the BJP?
We'll see. It has to some extent. I mean, it has gone that way.
The appeal which you made to Marathi people, especially come together. Do you think that when the Marathi pockets will get open, in the ballots of the Marathi pockets will get open, you will get a good
of course, wherever Marathi pockets and Marathi people, they have really voted for us, and we are thankful to the people of Mumbai. Marathi people, they have voted, and all, even otherwise, people who have been staying, who have put in number of years, decades together, they have stayed here. But they too have.
But with this agenda, do you think that you have heard the other people also who were basically voted for you during Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, especially the Muslim community and non-Marathi speaking people also voted heavily for you?
Has the Muslim community stayed with you?
Yeah, we've seen in the way MIM results and MIM seats have gone. I mean, some division has taken place in the minority votes. Let's see.
तुम्ही अजूनही आशावादी आहात का? ज्या पद्धतीनं हे सगळे कल आलेले आहेत त्याच्या बाबतीत अजूनही आशावादी आहात?
हो ना, अजून हे कल आहेत, अजून काउंटिंग सुरू आहे, मतमोजणी सुरू आहे आणि जसजसे रिझल्ट्स येत आहेत, ज्या ज्या ठिकाणी आम्ही आमचं एक्सपेक्टेशन होतं त्या ठिकाणी आमचे उमेदवार विजयी झालेले आहेत, अजूनही होत आहेत.
काँग्रेस स्वतंत्र लढणं हे कुठेतरी फटका बसलाय म्हणायचं काय?
त्याचा अर्थात थोडं बहुत त्या बाबतीमध्ये हे झालेलं दिसतंय, परंतु मराठी माणसांचं एकत्र येणं आणि ठाकरे बंधूंनी केलेलं अपील हे खरोखर मुंबईकरांनी चांगल्या रीतीने केलं आहे, त्या प्रकारचा प्रतिसाद आम्हाला दिसतो.
So that's of course Anil Desai, who's of course the senior leader of the Shiv Sena, saying yes, the Congress decision to go alone seems to have helped the BJP. Secondly, also saying that the Marathi voters seem to have voted with the Sena, also saying there has been a division in the Muslim vote. So 3 takeaways already coming in from the Shiv Sena. Anil Desai there is saying 3 things. One, the Congress decision to go it alone has hurt the anti-BJP forces. Secondly, the Muslim vote seems to have been split between the Congress, MIM and others. And thirdly, saying that the Marathi
has actually come out with a penguin drive after the BMC results. He's mocked Uddhav Thackeray after those results and he has said this after the results that have come out for the BMC have put the BJP firmly in the driver's seat. Nitesh Rane again is a rabble-rouser on the BJP side. He's been making those comments through the campaigning as well, and now he has reacted after the results. Listen in. Okay, that is mocking by the BJP's Nitesh Rane, who has actually called Uddhav Thackeray. In fact, he's laughed and he said to Uddhav ji and the penguin. So that's the jibe he has put out. He's mocking the the results. And Saurabh, let me come back to you. There was a lot at stake for the Thackeray brothers, the Thackeray family, Uddhav Thackeray's legacy, his political relevance. The numbers do indicate that there is a certain resonance that Uddhav Thackeray and Shiv Sena have on ground. 74 is the number that they have after division. After the division of Shiv Sena, they stand at 74. The undivided Shiv Sena was at 84 in 2017. So there is a resonance on ground. Of course, not enough to get their own mayor. But how do you see the mocking that has come in from Nitesh Rane?
Well, obviously, this is an old jibe that Nitesh Rane has often used in the past, and this is something that the Sena has responded to by saying, well, you may poke fun at it, but look, the penguins in the Baikula Zoo are the highest earner for the zoo actually, because there's a lot of attraction and a lot of people go to see them in that enclosure, and in fact, there's been births of penguins also here. So this is an old jibe that the Ranes have used against Aditya Thackeray, and again, the discourse in this election is something that perhaps leaves a lot to be desired. But we also spoke to Anil Desai, who just arrived here a short while ago, and there are three important points he made. Politically, these are important points from the perspective of the Shiv Sena UBT. One, he did say
the political discourse
alone seems to have affected.
Saurabh, you spoke about the political discourse in the election. We haven't heard the last of it because there's more news coming in, more reactions coming in. Take a look. In fact, Bengaluru BJP MP's Rasmalai jibe, he's now said that we are ordering Rasmalai. This comes in after Raj Thackeray had come out with that jibe and, mocked Annamalai, BJP's Tamil Nadu leader, and mocked Annamalai and said some Rasmalai comes to the city, and he went on and made some very derogatory remarks. To that, the BJP has said, well, they're going to be ordering sweets, and the sweets they like the best is Rasmalai. So, essentially, this was a no-holds-barred contest. No punches were left back. And there was a serious issue on both sides in terms of political discourse. Of course, Raj Thackeray leading the way.
Yes, in fact, that's right. No punches held back, and this is something that obviously is going to go down as some of these moments of these elections. But yes, definitely discourse could have been better. But what we know so far is that if you look at the overall results, and if you analyze the overall results, massive loss for the Congress, huge win for the BJP, Shiv Sena, UBT, holding on to somewhat the Marathi Manus vote. Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena, at least in Mumbai, not doing well, so that would be a dampener for him. And of course, his claim to the legacy of the inheritance of that legacy of Shiv Sena in Mumbai. Lastly, what we heard from Anil Desai, again important points, Congress going alone affecting the opposition, Muslim votes getting divided, affecting the opposition, and also the Marathi Manus still largely, at least in the Sena strongholds of Mumbai, siding with Uddhav Thackeray. So Raj Thackeray, of course, not doing so well. But again, even in previous elections, his figures have hovered around this number. Coming together with Uddhav Thackeray hasn't really increased his performance in terms of the number of seats. So these are the main takeaways. But at this point, it's still not over. And I'm sure, there will be some sort of reaction from the Shiv Sena UBT leadership as well as to how they see the results, because this has often and always been billed as an existential election for the Thackerays, and how they see that, how they see their performance. And we've reported it right from day one that apart from a victory, even a good, decent showing in these elections would help the Shiv Sena retain its political heft. Uddhav Thackeray would be banking on these numbers to slightly increase so that he can say that, look, even with the split in the Shiv Sena, last time around the Shiv Sena got about 84 and this time he's at 74 as of now. So if he can increase that tally a bit, he would be still okay with those results.
There's some important points why the Congress went solo and why it did not partner with the Shiv Sena, the Uddhav Thackeray faction, is something that needs to be asked. And I'm sure the Uddhav Thackeray team would have raised those questions to the Congress party, because the argument that Congress made was, because we have a problem with the linguistic politics of MNS, therefore we are not going to partner and be part of this alliance, holds no ground, because they did so when it came to the Vidhan Sabha elections. There they said, because we have a regard for Sharad Pawar, therefore we are having the alliance. There also, it was convenience that decided, and not shrewd political arithmetic. Well, viewers, as far as the BMC polls, the results have come in broadly. What you see is the picture that's unfolding at the bottom of your screens. Mahayuti crossing comfortably the halfway mark of 114 and stands right now at 116. These are the trends. Final numbers we'll get you by evening. But let's get you now the big picture. What really is the big picture of these BMC polls? 30,000 feet when you stand from these local polls, what really comes out? First and foremost, the Thackerays have lost their grip over BMC after 27 years. BMC was their financial lifeline. So many of the corporators that were part of the entire Shiv Sena structure were involved in the finances. They were there as contractors. And that is where it derived its political strength from. That has been snapped. The second key big takeaway is the fact that Marathi Manus have rejected the venomous political agenda of MNS. But let's get you more news coming in with regard to the latest updates that are unfolding right now, which is man of the moment, Devendra Fadnavis, the one who has spearheaded this huge political win for the BJP. He's now greetings are pouring in for Devendra Fadnavis after that mega win. The triple engine sarkar that he was talking about, that the BJP promised, was on the back of Devendra Fadnavis' shoulders. And Saurabh, let me come back to you on this. The victory lies on Devendra Fadnavis' shoulders, because he was the one who spearheaded the campaign. He's the one who's brought these numbers to the BJP.
Absolutely, and that there is no one who can take away the credit from Fadnavis. He was the main face of this election for the BJP. He fought the election mainly on grounds of infrastructure development around Mumbai. All his speeches focused on that. He spoke about several projects that will transform how Mumbai travels, commutes. And that seems to have struck a chord, and that is something that has paid off for the BJP, at least in Mumbai, as it looks to install its own mayor. But here's also the other takeaway. Eknath Shinde hasn't done so well in Mumbai. In the opposition side, you have Uddhav Thackeray emerging as the main opposition face. But clearly, this is Fadnavis' moment. It's his win. It's his campaign. He emerged and took responsibility. Had it gone any other way, the BJP leadership would have blamed him. But now, of course, they can also give him credit, given the fact that he's the one who was the anchor around the entire BJP campaign. So yes, it's his win. Definitely, if the BJP installs its own mayor, Fadnavis would be the one who would have completed their unfinished project of installing their own mayor in Mumbai.
Absolutely. So this is an election, Saurabh, which has seen family reunions fail. And this is an election which has seen the BJP finally fulfilling its long-term political agenda in Mumbai, that the first citizen of Mumbai should be from the BJP. So to that extent, this is a huge political achievement for the BJP and for Devendra Fadnavis.
Absolutely. Devendra Fadnavis has worked in this election as the main campaigner for the BJP. And, if you look at the results, and I've been looking at the numbers now and trying to figure out what these mean, there are 2 or 3 things that emerges. One, Devendra Fadnavis, undisputed leader in Maharashtra. No doubt about that. Secondly, the other thing that emerges is Uddhav Thackeray is now the main opposition face in Mumbai. He seems to be the one who seems to be the vote puller in pockets of Marathi domination, and also he seems to be getting some of the traction from the opposition. The Congress playing spoil sport, BJP winning, completing its unfinished project, and again, so several takeaways that clearly establish: one, BJP's Devendra Fadnavis undisputed in Maharashtra; two, Uddhav Thackeray, the main opposition face; three, if you don't form alliances in time, you lose. The Congress will have to take blame for that, because they're the one who did not want an alliance. In fact, Uddhav Thackeray is on record as going, and Sanjay Raut, even at NDTV's Power Play Conclave, said that they had reached out to the Congress, but the Congress wanted to go it alone, and the Congress's disastrous performance is perhaps yet another reason. And look at the other side. It is absolutely known that even the BJP did not want an alliance in Mumbai with initially. But when they realized that an alliance would help them better their numbers, they changed tact. They came in for an alliance with Shinde. That's perhaps the political takeaway in terms of this election result, at least by the numbers as they stand now. If they change, then of course these summaries can also change.
All right, so political victories are on the basis of pure arithmetic calculations, something that the Congress is yet to learn on. In fact, let's get in India's most prominent pollster, Pradeep Gupta, joining us on the broadcast to talk more about these numbers. Mr. Gupta, the trends that have come in, the results that have come in is, one thing is clear, it is a victory for the Mahayuti, comfortable majority that has come in, a tad lower than the Axis by India projections.
I would say your number displaying, what you are displaying as a MVA, which is the misleading totally. I would rather request you guys to change it, because Congress has fought separately in alliance with Bahujan Vanchit Vikas Aghadi of Prakash Ambedkar. So this is totally misleading.
Fair point, sir.
And as far as the number goes, what information I have got from a official My Corporator website as on this time is that Mahayuti 130, 99 to BJP and 31 to Shiv Sena, and 72 to Thackeray brothers, the UBT plus, 13 to Congress, and about 9 to 10 others. For trends and result, including all 227 wards of BMC. So this is something I would say, because, had these Congress fought in alliance with the UBT plus, the picture would have been totally different, which is not the case. They fought separately. So splitting the vote, particularly the minority vote. So I would say, as far as my prediction goes, the Axis by India prediction goes, we have predicted 131 to 151 seats.
Yes.
With the hoping the voter turnout would be 54%, which end up actually 3. And in our report, we have mentioned that anything less than voter turnout less by 1.
Pradeep ji, hold that thought. I want to quickly get in an input from the man of the moment, Devendra Fadnavis, and then we come back to Pradeep Gupta of Axis by India. But the latest is what you see on your screens, Devendra Fadnavis's first reaction after that mega win, congratulating the BJP chief, the state BJP chief, after those extremely significant numbers. Man at the moment, Devendra Fadnavis, that's his first reaction coming in.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय रवींद्र चव्हाण साहेब, अभिनंदन तुमचं फार तुमच्या नेतृत्वामध्ये संपूर्ण महाराष्ट्रात मिळालेला जो विजय आहे तो नेत्रदीपक अशा प्रकारचा विजय आहे, त्यामुळे तुम्हाला तुमचं मनापासून अभिनंदन.
I want to congratulate Ravindra Chauhan because under his leadership in Maharashtra,
तुम्ही कुठे आहे सध्या? प्रदेश भाजपला ना? हा, येस येतो तिकडे आम्ही थोड्या वेळाने येतो. चला, खूप शुभेच्छा तुम्हाला. माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय रवींद्र चव्हाण साहेब, अभिनंदन तुमचं फार तुमच्या नेतृत्वामध्ये संपूर्ण महाराष्ट्रात मिळालेला जो विजय आहे तो नेत्रदीपक अशा प्रकारचा विजय आहे, त्यामुळे तुम्हाला तुमचं मनापासून अभिनंदन. येस. तर तुम्ही कुठे आहे सध्या? प्रदेश भाजपला ना हो येस येस येतो तिकडे आम्ही थोड्याने येतो चला खूप शुभेच्छा तुम्हाला
अरे
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय रवींद्र चव्हाण साहेब अभिनंदन तुमचं फार फार तुमच्या नेतृत्वामध्ये संपूर्ण महाराष्ट्रात मिळालेला जो विजय आहे तो नेत्रदीपक अशा प्रकारचा विजय आहे त्यामुळे तुम्हाला
I've already translated this. Congratulating Ravindra Chavan, saying that under his leadership the BJP has done well in Maharashtra and
प्रदेश भाजपला ना येतो तिकडे आम्ही थोड्याने चला खूप माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय रवींद्र चव्हाण साहेब अभिनंदन.
So that was the first phone call that Devendra Fadnavis has made, and it is to Ravindra Chavan, a very close associate of the Maharashtra Chief Minister. By the way, he was made the state chief when he did not get a cabinet berth. Pradeep Gupta, Access My India continues to be with us. Saurabh Gupta, my colleague, continues to be with us live from Mumbai. A quick word, Pradeep Gupta, first on this interaction. The optics are very important because here you have a very, very young Chief Minister who has managed to deliver the BMC for the BJP. बट सबको साथ लेके चलना भी तो जरूरी है ना. चौहान साहब भी कहीं नाराज नहीं होना चाहिए कि अभी देवेंद्र भाव को ही सारा क्रेडिट मिल रहा है.
Absolutely, Padmaja, and in fact, out of these 29 municipal election, the city election, BJP in particular is ahead in 22 Nikayas for sure. That includes the big one of Pune, Nagpur, Nasik, Navi Mumbai, Bhayandar, and Thane, where Sindhe's strong bastion is there. They are in alliance with this thing in Thane, this thing ahead. Only 3 places where Congress is ahead out of these 29. And 1 place, which is Vasai Virar, the PVA, Bahujan Vanchit Aghadi, which is the Hiten Thakur's party. That is where they are leading in this thing. And in some cases, likes of Ulhasnagar and likes of, there is a khichdi kind of a thing, like of Aurangabad or Sambhajinagar, what you call it. So in total net, it's a big victory for the BJP under the leadership of Devendra Fadnavis and of course the newly elected party president, Pradesh party president of Ravindra Chauhan, whom he's been congratulating too.
Okay, let's take a quick deep dive into these election results that we see in front of us. First, let's talk about Nashik, because we're also talking about the political future of the various parties here. Nashik, believed to be, sort of a naak ka sawal for Raj Thackeray. Nashik, BJP is taken away.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. In fact, in Nasik also BJP is scoring good, and Thackeray MNS or UBT is not scoring so good. Though there is a fight, good fight, but still BJP is comfortably placed to select their mayor.
Pune, Pawar's in deep trouble. Pradeep Gupta?
These elections is being held after 9 years. So what MNS and all that, we are talking about 9 years back. In these 9 years, so much of water has flown under the bridge. So all the dynamics are completely changed, I would say, in favor of BJP and not so good for other opposition parties.
How do you see, and what is the reason you think of these key bastions? Because at the end of the day, for a state like Maharashtra, we were always told in conventional wisdom that, you divide the different areas for these different parties. Everyone carves out their little strongholds, Thane for Eknath Shinde, Baramati and Marathwada for the Pawars, Pune for the Pawars. What are the big bastions which have crumbled, and what is the reason behind it, Pradeep Gupta?
Big bastion, I would say BMC, which is the biggest one. All other places, it was expected, and last time also the story was the same in favor of BJP in that sense. I don't see any Nikaya where BJP has lost out to any other party, even when it matters to the alliance, particularly in Kalyan Dombivli, where the Shinde Sena and BJP fought together.
Yeah.
But BJP is way ahead than Shinde Sena in Kalyan, where the Eknath Shinde's son, Srikant Shinde, is a Lok Sabha MP. elected Lok Sabha MP. So that is where I would say the BJP is everywhere. Let me put it this way. Of course, Malegaon you can't expect. So Malegaon only 2 seats is winning by won by BJP as.
ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही सबका साथ हो जाता है. If Malegaon also BJP would have made the kind of inroads we are seeing elsewhere, but then shouldn't that be a worry? You know, leave aside what is happening to the bastions of the Thackeray's and Raj Thackeray and Uddhav Thackeray. But if BJP starts dominating in places where their allies really get their core strength from, then that should worry both the NCP and Eknath Shinde, right?
Definitely, yes. It is definitely worrisome for all these, even BJP allies, be it Eknath Shinde's party or be it NCP, Ajit Dada party, or some smaller other party like stuff Ramdas Atwale's party. BJP is everywhere. I mean, and this full credit should go to Devendra Fadnavis ji in Maharashtra in particular, because since 2014, in last 12 years, he has done tremendously good. In fact, in 19, they could not form the government because of obvious reason known to everybody. And they secured 2/3 and 1/3 vis-a-vis Shiv Sena and BJP. I'm talking about the number of seats. And Padmaja, I have one objection. Rather, it is a misleading to show in BMC the MVA.
I agree.
Not MVA, definitely not, because Congress fought separately.
Yeah.
So separately. And the latest tally, because I'm in Mumbai, so the latest tally and everywhere it is now showing 130 for the Mahayuti, 130 for Mahayuti, 99 to BJP and 31 to the Shinde Sena, 72 to Thackeray brothers and 13 to Congress, and others is about 9 and 10. So if you can correct it,
we will just have that fixed. No, completely noted, taken on board, because this is misleading. The kind of tie-up we had in the assembly election does not exist anymore. Congress has broken away, and it is the Thackeray brothers who are in fact contesting along with the NCP, and that really is what the equation over there is, not really the MVA as a whole. But let's talk about Mumbai. Is it fair to say that the Muslim votes have splintered, but so has the Dalit vote, and the Dalit vote has splintered majorly in favor of the BJP? Pradeep Gupta.
Dalit vote is divided between Congress and Prakash Ambedkar Vanchit Vikas Agadi. This time, in all these days, last 15 years, Prakash Ambedkar used to contest separately, and he used to split away the vote of Congress, in particular Dalit votes of Congress, particularly in Vidarbha region where the Prakash Ambedkar come from. But in this time, Congress has made sure, and it is the alliance with this, considering the national phenomena, to get their core vote bank of minority and Dalit into their fold. And that is the precisely reason why, one of the reason why maybe Congress think tank must have thought not to align with the Thackeray brothers in that sense, UBT. And the difference, see the difference, Thackeray brothers, the UBT plus is scoring about 72 seats and 13 seats by the Congress. It's a huge difference.
All right. And since we are speaking about the Dalit vote, there you have, we have Ramdas Atwale. He just gone and met Devendra Fadnavis, the RPI, going along with the BJP. Of course, he is also a Rajya Sabha MP in the entire Mahayuti. The BJP is everywhere. That seems to be the big takeaway, like Pradeep Gupta has been saying again and again. Ab iske aage kya hi bole? The BJP is everywhere, and today Devendra Fadnavis is also everywhere, but making it a point to show very, very prominently कि सबको साथ लेकर के चलना है. रविंद्र चव्हाण को भी साथ लेकर के चलना है. Ramdas Atwale को भी साथ लेकर के चलना है. Pradeep Gupta, thanks very much for joining us with your insights. Of course, he will be back with us at 9 p.m. where we'll do a deep dive on the larger political message. A quick break, more on the other side.
A very special moment for us as we announce NDTV Master Stroke, the NDTV Art Awards.
NDTV presents the Master Stroke Art Awards, an odyssey of creative brilliance where the masterpiece meets its ultimate recognition.
NDTV bringing this subject forward would have a great integrity of putting it forward where people could understand the importance of art.
This award that is being started, I'm sure is going to be amazing.
Art for India and for Indians is an expression of our Atmanirbharta.
It's actually quite a formidable jury, so I think we'll reveal a lot more as we go along.
This is an amazing platform, I think, today what you're doing.
Honoring the masters who define our creative landscape. Coming soon on the NDTV network.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind. I pause. I reflect. I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
I don't sugarcoat. I shoot straight and tell you stories the way they need to be told. Unfiltered, unafraid, unmissable. That's how I roll. Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
The first Indian news channel at the World Economic Forum at Davos. 21 years at the heart of the world's most influential dialogue.
Continuing to make sure that the poorest are not forgotten.
Big enough, brave enough, bold enough to face the critics.
We've been doing more and more improvements.
We are the fastest growing amongst the major economies.
Both of us are interested in these.
Young girls aren't in school because they're scavenging for water for the family.
We need to get out of the way and into the work of breaking open access for each and everyone.
Now, India's most trusted news network returns to the Alps with its most formidable editorial voices. NDTV Ignite at Davos.
Other opposition parties. They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Mumbai are bringing our first India tour in your city. Rag on with Shankar Ehsan Loy and Siddharth Mahadevan and Shivam Mahadevan. 5 times melody, 5 times masti with NDTV Good Times. Go grab your tickets on Live Your City by Fever.
Watch Jai Jawan with me this Republic Day only on NDTV.
इनको यहाँ से जाना ही होगा।
जय मां दुर्गा!
There is no bigger battle in 2026. And nobody has reported Bengal like I have. Buckle up for an unforgettable election thriller. Will the BJP breach Mamta's fortress?
BMC जावे, BJP आसपे.
Can Didi fight off her life's biggest challenge?
BJP double engine সরকার এই লড়াই বাঁচতে হবে।
Battleground Bengal with Manogya Loiwal.
The front lines of Kargil. The fury of Operation Sindhu.
So many attacks.
The chaos and cries of disaster zones. To fighter jet cockpits. And the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live. Unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Center.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area.
North Ukraine.
In France, in Italy.
At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. only on NDTV.
NDTV Golf Pro-Am in partnership with PGTI returns for its much-awaited second leg. This time from the breathtaking Boulder Hills Golf and Country Club in Hyderabad. India's finest professional golfers meet Hyderabad's top corporate leaders for a day of precision, camaraderie and spirited competition on pristine fairways. Watch at these times.
Every winter, the World Economic Forum at Davos becomes the world's thinking room, where power, policy and purpose converge, where the future is examined and reimagined. In January 2026, NDTV will be at the heart of this conversation. NDTV Ignite at Davos, this January on the NDTV network.
"21 days in Kashmir. People have bombarded me, friends, with requests for an unfiltered list of things I saw and observed on the ground.
Very special ground report from the line of control. There were some children who've lost limbs in the shelling.
They are now India's smallest but possibly the most powerful crime family. Cough syrup has killed at least 25 children. Gaikwad sahab, aise mat kijiye. Suddenly people are wondering about.
Welcome back. On the brink of history, the BJP could get its first mayor in Mumbai now that it has swept to power in the BMC along with Eknath Shinde, former MP of the party and senior leader of the BJP in Mumbai. Poonam Mahajan live with us. Ma'am, 1989, your father was instrumental in bringing the Shiv Sena and the BJP together for the very first time for Hindutva. And all these years later, that dream is going to come true. You'll have a triple engine ki sarkar in Mumbai. First thoughts?
Very much, and we are very happy that people of Mumbai have put their trust how they did in Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha elections. And we just have to look forward how to make Mumbai more livable, more connecting, and take this forward to entire Mumbai metropolitan region, where as I said it in Hindi in a program, that विकास का इंजन सिर्फ और सिर्फ भाजपा के साथ और देश के साथ है. So आप इंजन और मशाल लेके नहीं चल सकते. इंजन तो पूरा, it's a driving engine for the country, Mumbai. And Mumbaikars have trusted in us, and we are grateful to Mumbaikars.
अटल जी ने मुंबई में ही कहा था अधिवेशन में, सूरज उगेगा, कमल खिलेगा, अंधेरा छटेगा.
Yes, बिल्कुल. और वो हो गया है. और it's a great responsibility on us. We are grateful to the people of Mumbai. We have won many municipalities, but this is very important for us because the issue of fight was more on emotions than people's lives. And now we are here to perform more better with this triple engine.
What do you make of the alliance as it stands right now? You know, all of these years later, the fact now that the BJP is not just making its presence felt in Mumbai, but even in places like Thane, in Nashik, in Pune, that footprint has gone far beyond Mumbai.
I remember when we planned the alliance in 1989 with Pramod ji and Bala Sahib had got together to make their party's base stronger for both the parties. But we got the opportunity in 2014 where BJP started growing, and we also got a strong voter base and Karyakarta base, and we got the opportunity to contest in every constituencies where people trusted in us in 2014, trusted in the Prime Minister's vision and dream for Maharashtra. And it's just good to be true. And now I think this is more of a responsibility for us, and we are here to perform. That's what BJP is all about.
You know, in that alliance, your father was the trouble manager, like the sharpshooter, the troubleshooter. And I read somewhere that R.K. Lakshman had made a cartoon that Bala Sahib is sitting and Pramod ji is coming and Bala Sahib is in the driver's seat and he's saying ki basically hum jo seat denge wo aap ladoge. If Pramod ji would be watching from above, what would he be thinking today?
with due respect to Bala Sahib, he always used to also say, because I have a lot of love and respect for him, he used to say remote control हमारे पास है, लेकिन remote control चलाने की battery हमारे साथ है, पता चल गया. That's what my father used to joke with him. That remote control होने से होता नहीं है, सारी ताकत तो हमसे ही मिलती है. And this is all victory. I mean, again, Bala Sahib Thackeray has been a very big driving force for us still and will be. Now Shiv Sena has its own faces and different paths, but the respect for Bala Sahib has always been there. And the driving engine, I have seen my father taking 2 steps back only for the love of Shiv Sena and especially for Bala Sahib. That was the respect at that time. The parties changed, the times have changed, and we need to perform for the people. I mean, history has always been looked upon to make a better future. So
absolutely, the battery is in the remote and the remote is in your hands. Now Mumbai is expecting some drastic changes, or rather the 29 municipal corporations across Maharashtra. Poonam Mahajan, for your time and your memories, thank you very much for joining us. Time for a
thank you so much. Thank you for all your support.
Time for a very quick break. We're back on the other side with the Member of Parliament from Pune and Union Minister. Don't go anywhere, much more lined up ahead.